What's going on, guys? Pinoy Unlock here, and welcome to another edition of Anything Tenno. I believe this is the third edition, and today we are going to be talking about Oberon Prime that is coming to us on May 30th this year. And with Oberon Prime, we got two weapons that are coming out, which is Silva and Aegis Prime and the Sibaris Prime. Now, I gotta say, I'm really excited about Sibaris Prime. I didn't get the chance to get the deck Sibaris. I hear a lot of good things about that weapon. I think it's one of the weapons that has the potential for getting red crits, so it's really gonna be good. I hope they will buff up the weapons and it's gonna be another weapon that is superior to Dex Sibaris. And that's all about for the primes that are coming to us. Now again, it's coming to us on May 30 this year. So let's wait and let's see what's gonna happen. And on the next topic, this is gonna be a juicy topic. This is gonna be about Oberon. I got some things to say about what's happening now, and let's go. So back when Oberon got his rework, I was really planning on making a video about him. And what happened is, a lot of people are like, voicing out their opinions of it, and I feel like there's too many. It's such a mess that I don't really want to get involved with it, or I don't even want to, just mess with. And then I watched the dev stream. Like they feel like, this is a good, they think that Oberon is in a good spot now. So I respect that decision, and I think that what they are trying to make is not a god frame, and they are just wanting to build, a good frame. And I will say Oberon is a it's an okay frame. I won't say he's good. He is an okay frame. I like the rework and the concept behind it, but there's still some things that are lacking. But now they decided to make some new changes, and I'm like, I thought we're past this. I thought you guys are happy, uh you know so I guess it's not. So you know what, let's talk about it a little bit. Okay, so back when rework was done, by the way, these are just my opinions. Okay, I used Oberon. I formatted him. I gave him a fair shake, just to make sure I'm not just spouting nonsense in here. And let's move on. Okay, so back when what I was talking about, when the rework was was dropped on us. Well, I pretty much know that it's not gonna be a really good frame, and I think people are really gonna be enticed about him because they say it was an armor buff. So, that's something good. But when I read the patch notes, it's like, flat armor. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna be good enough for high levels. But some players manage to use him in high levels, and kudos to them. But not everyone, and that's the thing. That's the problem. Is if they want, Oberon's gonna be the next prime. So if they want people to use him, well, make him much better. And yeah, so right now I don't think so. So let's discuss the changes. And you can find it in Octavius Anthem hotfix 20.6.1. I will leave a link in the description below for you to check out. So let's see what the changes are. I think I got a few things in here that is, I think it's above, is a really good changes. Range mods now apply 75% to range, distance from Oberon, and 75% to arc angle of hallowed ground. Before it was 25% to range and 75% to arc. So there's no changes in arc, but there is a change on the range itself, the distance. So from 25 to 75%, that is a huge increase. 50% increase, guys. Some of the things in renewal, I think a good change is the armor buff is will be applied to allies anytime they step on hollow ground. So if they catch renewal and they are not on hollow ground, the only thing they have to do is just go back. They will get it instantly. uh, Oberon doesn't have to cast recast it again. And another thing is on reckoning, the debuff, the armor debuff is now based on target's base armor instead of current armor. So it's a good change, and I can see some replies from other people. They saying like it's a good direction, and I think it really is. But now I will say that, do I think it's good enough? No, I don't think so, guys. I'm sorry, DE. You, I don't think you quite hit the spot. I will agree what you guys are doing. You are going into the right direction, but I hope that may take notice of some things, and I will discuss it. So one thing I think that is lacking for Overrun is survivability. I really think that radiation and a knockdown effect on one of his abilities is just not quite good enough for him to survive on high levels. And that's just for me. I mean, I partied recently with another Oberon on a sorties level 3. And he's the first one to goes down, and he goes down quite a few times. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying that that's why I don't bring an Oberon. He's just not gonna the survivability is just not there. So if they gonna wanna maybe do some change on it, like let's say damage reduction, based on power strength, that is achievable. I don't want to be requiring 300 power strength just to get there, which is ridiculous. Maybe a good amount of power strength so we can leave room for other builds. So that's it. I mean, I believe another YouTuber mentioned about the damage reduction. Yeah, I really agree with that. Now, that is a pro, so there has to be a cons. Now, well, you can take away the buffs for the allies. I don't. You know what? Why do I think that? Because if I was partying with an Oberon, if I have an Oberon on the party, the only thing I want from him is the heals. I don't care what Warframe. Let's say if I bring a Loki, I'm not gonna be expecting. I'm not gonna be relying on the armor buff. I just want the heals. So if I get damaged a little bit, it can go back without dropping on a health pod. That's good enough for me. I think is heal Oberon heals is the niche of Oberon. That's the best thing on him. The armor buff is nothing, so you can completely negate that. So something to keep in mind. It's for DE. Okay, another one. So another problem with Oberon is he consumed too much energy, and I think the problem is the renewal ability, the way it works now. Okay, don't let me explain. Okay, first, the way it works in the original rework before it was patched, when you cast renewal, you will have about 8 seconds of healing. That's the renewal part. That's the healing part. So within that 8 seconds, you will have an armor buff too if you are on hallowed ground. So after 8 seconds after the renewal, the armor buff will switch into a duration. I think when it started, I think you will have about 20 seconds of duration. So you will have 8 seconds of healing and around 28 seconds of armor buff. That's the way it works before. Okay? And then they patched it and made it into a toggle. Now, inherently, in a toggled ability, you will not be able to gain, energy from other resources, and that is where the real problem comes. You're not being able to get energy from energy pods, from Trinity. You can only get energy from, I think, what energy orbs, and that's really not that good enough. So I really think that the toggle is the mistake. Instead of a toggle, what they should have done is make renewal work the same as the armor buff. So when you cast renewal, you will have a total of what 28 seconds. Uh, so what I'm saying is make it based on duration. That's all. So if you cast it, you will have this much seconds, and let's say a maximum of what? Let's say 40 seconds. Okay, maximum of 40 seconds, and you will get healing and armor buffs. Now, what it does is you are able to gain energy from other sources. Okay, or you can have that you know set it to, let's say, when you cast it, you will have a time where you cannot gain energy, and then after that you can gain energy while having an extra duration on those set effects. It's really up to that, but that's my take on the renewal. So you will only have to recast it, you know. Yeah, the toggle ability, I really like it. I mean, just press it once and then forget about it as long as you have the energy. But it has too many, inheritable problems. Instead of just making it a plain simple skill uh, based on duration, I think it will solve the energy problem on Oberon. And or not change it, but apply the survivability that I have in the beginning, then everything is good. So remember, you still have a few seconds of duration on your armor buff, so you can still be tanky, and that's it. So I hope you guys catch my point of view, the way I see it. And I'm not sure if I explain it really good, and I really hope Oberon can become one of those frames that we can choose to bring in our, in a higher levels. I just don't feel like he's a frame. I'm not confident in bringing him in a high level. That's just for me. And I really want it to be a success on Oberon. I don't want him to, just like right now, he's not being used that much. Maybe he gains a few followers or more usage, but is it really up to the snap? If it's really good enough, then why did he decide to make another changes? That's just what I'm saying. Okay, that just proves it that maybe it's just really not that. It's not there, and you know what? He's gonna be the next prime, so that's gonna be a long time, and I really want it to be a success. So DE will be successful, so we will have more content on. So it's we really benefit, and for the naysayers, I'm just gonna say one thing again. If he is really good enough, then why did DE make some changes now? Answer that, I will shut up. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Hope you guys, get something out of it. Thank you for watching the video, and especially for the people who watched the entire video. And in my Pinoy language, salamat. Thank you guys. Have a good one. See you in Warframe.